Thank you for listening to Comics for Fun and Profit. This is Kyle and Drew with your sneak peek at next week, episode number 386, where Drew and myself will drive you through all the things releasing in your local comic book shops this coming Wednesday, July 12th, 2017, the second release week in July. But Drew, before we get into what's coming out in your local comic book shops, do you have any feedback or anything from our listeners?
Yeah, when you were whining about
What?
that I'm not a millennial. I'm a Gen Y.
No.
I don't have a generation. Well, Wade Ledden felt bad for you. So,
okay, good. I'm in.
He found out that there's a little micro generation that you belong to.
Yes.
In between Gen X and millennials, and they're called Xenials. Zenial.
Okay.
And they are known for easily getting sick and taking a lot of vacations. And,
so far, so good.
And not giving their brother enough respect. So I think that's kind of spot on.
I believe I am the penultimate generation.
Yeah, so there actually is a micro generation. It's like a 6 to 8 year span, and it said it's corresponds with the Star Wars, the last Star Wars,
77 through 83.
Yeah, so like the Star Wars trilogy.
Yeah, I'm right there in 81, so that works out perfect.
Yeah, so
I mean, I don't fit into the millennials because if you like from a work perspective at work, we analyze the generations and stuff, and you look at your average millennial and they have like 38 jobs within their lifetime. I've been at the same place for 19 years. I kind of skew differently than a lot of the millennials.
You're just lazy.
Also, I'm fiercely loyal, sir. Fiercely loyal.
Whatever. Tomato.
I've done 385 podcasts. I'm fiercely loyal. A typical millennial would have jumped ship and left you many, many moons ago.
Yeah, that's true.
Thank you, Wade. Thank you for having my back.
Yes. Michael Lamb thinks you are a trooper. I hope Kyle recovers from his summer cold. He sounds like he needs a whole bottle of NyQuil.
Yeah, no doubt.
I applaud him for powering through. So, a little kudo for Kyle. Thank you for that.
Yes, thank you so much. I always think of the listeners and think, can't take a week off. This could be the spec week.
Yeah.
So let's get in there and dig for stuff.
Lots of people on message boards are saying their Image BlindBox orders have been canceled.
Ooh.
Even the folks that got theirs ordered through DCBS. And
what did Bob say? Did Bob's get canceled?
I haven't heard from Bob.
Curious.
Bob, if you're out there, did you get your? Because he got his for like $149.
He got his early. He got it for cheap, and he got it from a site I've never ordered from. So that's why I was like,
Yeah, so probably not. He probably didn't get his either. But the good folks at Cowabunga have ordered 5.
Yeah, there you go.
So we would like listeners and myself would like an unboxing. We want you to crack that baby open and do a little video, do a Facebook Live, or just post a video of the unboxing of the BlindBox, so we can see you get that sweet Negan #1.
Yeah, because if I can't do it, I want to live vicariously through those who can.
Yeah. So hopefully Cowabunga's listening, and we'll do that. We'll reach out to them if they're not, and we'll make them do it. Well, We'll ask them nicely. And it's somebody who has got theirs has already thrown it up unopened to sell for $3.99 or best offer, which I don't think is that high.
Not considering the demand and how many people are getting canceled on them.
1992 out there in the world could very well have that Negan #1 in it. I wouldn't pay $400 for it.
No. We didn't want to do.
We didn't want to pay $200 or $250 for it. So, hats off to them. But I still think it'll go higher than that.
Yeah, no doubt.
I bet you somebody pays more than that for that. He sent us a screenshot of the 5 hottest comics on comicsgocollect.com.
Okay, Carnage.
Yep.
Spider-Man 300.
Yep.
Deadpool
98. New Mutants 98. Yep.
Yeah.
You've got him in order. You've got him in order so far, by the way.
Oh yeah, nice.
As 1, 2, 3. You're not going to get 4, but you might get 5.
Something stupid and current for 4, and then I don't know, and I'm not sure on 5.
And then 6 is Cable. I can see the top of 6 is the first Cable in New Mutants 94. Yeah. Secret Wars 8, the first
Black Suit.
That's number 5. And number 4 is Uncanny X-Men 266, the first Gambit.
Gambit, yeah. Gotcha.
So that movie must be back on. I'm guessing. That's why
it was a cool fan-made trailer for Gambit. I saw the other day. It was pretty rad.
With Channing Tatum or somebody else?
No, somebody else.
They just doing animation?
No, it was live action. It was actually really cool.
Oh,
I'll send you the link. I'll post it in the Facebook. So
yeah, I've heard that before. And then crickets on the Facebook page.
I'll post it right now while you're talking.
Why? Okay. In response to our selling on eBay trust issue question and discussion that we had last week, Michael had this to say. Selling on eBay, I think it depends on the book and how hot it is at that point in time. Sometimes it's just all about the keys. Amazing Spider-Man 299 will not get as much interest as an Amazing Spider-Man 300. Don't I know it, brother? People are not going to eBay looking for the latest issue of Secret Empire, which is readily available in any LCS or major online retailer. I will say selling on eBay will actually get you market value. I sold to LCS, and they usually give you about 30% of the value because they have to make a profit. We don't blame them for that. Same at conventions. Yes, there are fees involved, but I would much rather sell a Saga #1 for $200 on eBay and pay $20 in fees than to take it to an LCS and get $60. It's just such a volatile market. I pre-ordered a 1 in 10 incentive Pestilence #1 for $6, and it started selling for $30 to $40 the week it came out. So I decided to hold on to it, and now it's dropped back down to $15. Also, lastly, eBay provides buyer-seller protection. If you sell on other venues, you're taking a chance. I've heard of many success stories selling outside of eBay, but also horror stories as well. Yeah, I mean, I am on a lot of these Facebook groups, and I am terrified to sell anything that I care about on it because there's no way to guarantee that anything's going to happen or buy anything I care about on it. You know, people pay thousands of dollars for comics from a Facebook post and wait patiently by the mailbox. What's the guarantee that it's ever going to come? And good luck if you have success on that. It terrifies me, and I don't want to play in that game. I'd sell in it, but I don't think I want to buy in it. So if I don't want to buy in it, why would I expect anybody else to want to buy in it? That's the pro to eBay, and I think you nailed it on the head there, Michael, because buyer seller protection, although they usually always take the buyer's side whether they're being D-bags or not, there's a little safety in that, and I like that. A Kyle Ellinger shared a video. And what is that? It's really dark. What is that?
It's the Gambit trailer.
Oh, that's the fan-made thing.
Yeah.
Oh, neat.
So, there it is. It's pretty cool. I thought it was pretty rad.
Pretty cool. Oh, look at that. That is sweet. Huh. Nice. And that's not endorsed in any way.
No.
Very cool.
Mm-hmm.
So nobody can see that, but we can see that.
Yeah, anybody, if you want to know what we're talking about, go to facebook.com, Comics for Fun and Profit, and it will be in the community links.
Yeah, nice.
The visitors links.
let's see, the hot fire from Wolf this week is Elmer Fudd, the Batman Elmer Fudd special.
$30 book, man.
$30 book. Number one shot comic of the year. Tom King has tremendous range. It is a hot book. Yes, good call. And your buddy got one of those coming in his latest DCBS shipment, didn't he?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Not us. But he was smart. Is he going to sell it?
No, he's going to hold on to it.
Fool. He's a fool. I wouldn't even read a dang thing. I'd stick it right back out in the mail and send it to somebody for $30. No matter how good it was.
Yeah, no doubt.
What do we think about second printing on that?
I don't know.
Third printing, any of those? No?
If they're going to do a sketch cover on it.
Yeah.
I think that's the heat's on the immediacy of it and the limited production of it. I don't think there's going to be much for the second or third print. I don't think anybody's clamoring for that story. It was just the scarcity, essentially.
Okay. We're gonna have a crossover between Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy and Betty and Veronica.
Oh, that'll be cool.
In October.
Okay.
It's going to be an Archie crossover, and what do you think? Gonna be hot?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too. And it's Paul Dini and Mark Andreyko with art by Laura Braga, who does DC Bombshells, if you like that art style.
Ah.
Yeah. So keep your eye out for that. I just came across the wire, and I like the cover. It looks really nice. That's it for feedback. Anything else happening in the world of comics that's worth mentioning?
Doesn't seem like enough. You and I are pretty juiced for Spider-Man Homecoming coming out.
Yeah.
Looks really, really good. So excited about that. It's always
you
good.
saw Wonder Woman and?
Saw Wonder Woman. It was phenomenal. I loved every second of it. It was great. So cannot recommend that enough. DC, good on you.
Best DC comic since DC comic movie since what?
Since Dark Knight Rises.
Wow, going back a ways.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the Heath Ledger one.
Yeah.
Okay. Sweet. All right, let's blow into this sneak peek.
All right, let's head over to previewsworld.com. Let's click on July 12th, 2017. Click on that table view. Head on down, and Drew, let's start where we always love to start. Let's start in Dark Horse.
Oh, I know what I like. Oh.
I see Staples variant.
Oh, man. Briggs Land, Lone Wolves, #2, Fiona Staples variant. Looks beautiful.
Yeah, it's pretty rad.
Under-ordered. Gonna be hot. Grab it if it's on the shelf.
Did you pre-order?
I don't remember if I did or not. I'm pretty sure I missed the boat on it.
Mm.
I wasn't paying attention. I used to do good at searching for my favorite artists for variants, and sometimes I could get, as long as they weren't like 1 in 25s or something, I usually pick them up. But I think I might miss that. How about you?
Big fan of Drew?
Nope. I'm not.
Okay, so no real. Gru Play of Gods #1 does not tickle your fancy.
Huh.
American Gods Shadow. I still only read the first one, and there's no reason I didn't read the other ones.
Nope. No interest.
Yeah, at this point, there's no real interest there. So, not big swing and a miss on Dark Horse, aside from Briggs Land, Lone Wolves, #2, Fiona Staples variant, and that's mostly just our love affair with Fiona Staples covers.
Yeah.
But, it's going to be hard to find, so if you see it, snag it up, because What was the last thing that had a Staples variant? Was it that Grass Kings that had a Staples variant it doubled in price right off the bat because it was Staples?
I don't remember. I don't remember what her last thing was. I don't know.
I think it was Grass Kings #1, if I remember correctly, and it was a $10 book out of the gate. So if you see it, snag it up. They usually do well in the secondary market, but it's a quick flip. You get it. All right, let's head on down to DC.
It's called The American Way, Those Above and Below. It's a 6-issue miniseries. The first issue, written by John Ridley with art by George Jonti. It's been a decade since the Civil Defense Corps was exposed as a fraud created by the U.S. government for propaganda purposes. While most of those heroes who survived the catastrophe have retired or disappeared, the new American still carries on, trying to keep communities safe amid the social turmoil of the 1970s. You like period piece comics?
No.
Yeah, probably not. I don't think this looks like something for me. Art doesn't look great either, so probably out on that. And of course, it'll blow up to $40 a freaking book.
That's of course the big one, Dark Days, the casting #1. Scott Snyder, James Tynan IV, Andy Kubert, and John Romita on art, with a cover by Jim Lee and a cover by Scott Williams. The Joker's surprise attack threatens to lay waste to all of Batman's carefully laid plans. Blah, blah, blah. I don't want to read too much in case anything's spoilery.
Oh, it might be spoiler, right?
Yep.
Did it look that way as you were glancing through?
A little bit.
So I should stick away from that then.
You still haven't read the... Huh.
I've read The Forge.
Okay, gotcha.
I haven't read this yet.
Gotcha, just checking.
Forge was good.
Yeah, Forge was very good.
I mean, I hate that they're $5, but...
Yeah, no doubt.
More good flash covers. Real pretty.
All Forge second printing.
Yep, no cover to look at.
Yeah, no cover, but I hear it's just nothing special.
Just a color.
Mm-hmm.
Change or something. I can see why people chase these covers. They're all so sweet. You Bizarro fan?
No, we had a bunch of people chasing Jenny Frison last week. That one was in high demand.
The Wonder Woman?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's awesome. If you are a Bizarro fan, The Life of Bizarro Part 1 begins in Red Hood and the Outlaws #12. I am not a Bizarro fan, but...
That was an awesome-looking Gillen March B cover.
Yeah. Sweet, isn't it?
An homage to the breaking of Batman.
I sold all my Scooby Apocalypse.
Oh, somebody paid you for those?
I couldn't be happier. Wanted more. Wanted more where those came from. I don't know what he knows that I don't, but he was psyched about them. And so the 15th issue of Scooby Apocalypse is out. It's still doing a B cover. Not quite as pretty. Look at that Harley B cover for Suicide Squad, though.
Your boy Dan Mora and my boy Dan Mora cover B on Titans.
Ooh, really?
Yeah.
Look at that. That's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Good call on that, man. That is nice. Mm-hmm. We need to keep tracking him. His stuff is sweet.
Dan Mora, he's one of my creator to watch. Not that he's underground. A lot of people know of him. Nifty Jenny Frison cover on Wonder Woman 26, but one of my least favorite of hers.
I'm still kicking myself. This would have been a great run to just put together, just to have him behold, let alone sell down the road. I mean, it would have just been beautiful. She needs a book. Put her on a book. I wonder if she's like super slow or something. Because she only does covers, right?
Yeah.
I've never seen her do interiors on anything. Are you Comics DB double checking me?
I am.
Dang you. That's all I saw in DC.
Yeah, she mostly covers. She did a Wicked and Divine? What?
Cover?
Oh, trade. Yeah, cover.
Oh, cover, yeah. Okay. So we're going to slide down to IDW. Is that cool with you?
Yep, let's slide on down to IDW while I look at things that aren't relevant to what we're doing.
No, they were relevant. I just wanted to keep it moving. Dread Gods #1 from IDW is written by Ron Mars and art by Bart Sears, with a cover by Tom Rainey. Ominous Press launches with the first of 3 limited series set in a science fiction fantasy universe of epic heroes and insidious villains. In Dread Gods, gods in a fantasy world discover they're actually monsters in a post-apocalyptic landscape. So is Ominous Press an imprint, I guess, for IDW? Like an imagey type imprint, maybe? That's kind of interesting, and I missed that. I missed the boat on that. I'll have to do a little digging and find out what that's all about. Although that one doesn't appeal to me, I am interested in them doing something besides licensed properties.
Yeah, no doubt. Since those haven't been necessarily grabbing us.
In the wallet or in the reader.
In the secondary market or anything.
Yeah. Winona Earp, I kind of set that one out that first go around, even though there was a TV connection. They're doing a season 0, and the first issue of that is out. If you like Winona Earp, didn't grab me.
Yeah, I read the first one and it just felt chintzy.
Chintzy is not good.
No.
That's it for me in IDW.
Yeah, all right, we found an imprint that we're interested in, but I think that's it, which is better than the average week for IDW.
Yeah.
So let's head on down to Image.
We've got that the 10th issue of Kill or Be Killed, and that's going to finish that story arc. And exciting stuff in the Brubaker world. Love it.
Yeah.
Got another Image of Tomorrow variant for Divided States of America, Divided States of Hysteria, and it's not that impressive. So I don't know. We also got some delayed Pride Month covers that are coming out.
For Deadly Class, it's meh at best.
Yeah, I mean the best one was Walking Dead, and I missed the final order cutoff. So
yeah, best one was Walking Dead and Redneck.
Yep. Oh, Redneck was good too. That's true.
Yeah, Road, Image of Tomorrow. Yeah.
Eternal Empire, that second issue kind of heated up a little better than the first. So I'm hoping this third continues that momentum. It's a good creative team, so I'm trusting them and sticking her with it, even though that first issue was underwhelming. Violent Love, #6, I thought that book ended. So, and I know I read issue 5, and I just kind of thought, oh, that's it then. Guess not. There's an issue 6. So I've done that before. Think a book just ended, sadly, with a whimper, and it turns out it really hadn't. One of the more low-key weeks for Image.
Yeah.
I am not blown away by what they're offering this week, and I'm hoping that maybe it's because there's a lull between now and the 19th, which is the week of Comic-Con.
Oh, Comic-Con, yeah.
Maybe they're saving back some of the juicy stuff to have out hot con exclusives next week. I don't know.
I was supremely disappointed when Romulus came out from Brian Hill, and now the trade's finally out. I'm disappointed in the price and the fact that it's 5 months late or 4 months late.
Well, Romulus is Top Cow.
Okay, gotcha.
So they don't have that same $9.99 entry level thing. I don't think. There may be instances, but I'm pretty sure most of the Top Cow stuff and most of the other imprints don't do the $9.99. It's just Skybound and some of the Image proper stuff.
It's such a good thing to do that I guess I just hope that
you get used to it, and it kind of devalues what a first trade should cost.
Mm-hmm.
I like it from a reader perspective, but I think it's probably tough on other creators that, barely break even on single issue floppy sales and bank on that trade money to, pay the mortgage. And, if some of them can't afford to do that.
At $10, I'll buy one for a friend. At 17, I won't.
True. That's true. That's very true. So you want to sell 2 or do you want to sell 1?
Yep.
But wait a minute. You don't have any friends.
Oh, now it's a sad podcast.
How's that work?
There's just a pile of them by the door where I wait for my friends to pick them up.
It's faded over time, wrinkled, sad.
Sad Hulk music playing eternally at my front door.
That's awesome. Are we done with Image?
Yep, we have limped away from Image, so let's head on down to Marvel.
Your boy Dan Slott continues
Dan.
to slot Kyle Truss.
I do.
Yeah, I'm so tired of his Amazing Spider-Man run. If I didn't love Spider-Man so much, I'd drop it. But you do have the superior Otto Octavius back, so
I love Superior. But man, just once he became poor man's Tony Stark, it just lost appeal like crazy to me, and I don't know if it's me or what.
No, that's the way I feel too. It's terrible.
It became not my thing anymore.
It's really good over in the new Chip Zdarsky.
Yep,
Peter
Zdarsky
Parker.
land, and then there's Renew Your Vows
very
land,
good
and
there.
then there's Miles Morales land,
Very
and
good.
then there's the one that was out last week that we didn't know why it was out last week land. And
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, we don't know what that was.
yeah, and we have Spider-Man 2 #1 from Brian Michael Bendis with art by Justin Ponzer and a Sarah Pichelli cover. This is it, true believers. The moment 5 years in the making is finally here. The first time Peter Parker and Miles Morales met ended with a question. Who is Miles Morales of the Marvel Universe? Now that the Miles you know and love is with Peter in the Marvel Universe, you're finally going to get the answer to who the other Miles Morales is. And that's just the tip of the iceberg as Brian Michael Bendis and Sarah Pichelli bring you the next heart-stopping adventure for both Peter Parker and Miles Morales. Do we care?
What was that called?
Spider-Man 2 #1.
I mean, I kind of like that first miniseries, but
I
don't know if you need to go back to the well again.
Wicked little Jesus Sainz cover B there.
What about that Edge of Venomverse limb variant? The Gwenpool coming out of there? That's kind of sweet.
That is cool as all get out. Yeah, that's awesome. And Edge of Spider-Verse 2 was the big one. Are they going to just try to copy that and do something cool with Edge of Venomverse 2?
Yeah, is there something with Gwenom?
Gwenom, exactly. The wall-breaking Wunderkind, we call Gwenpool, gets a hold of the Venom symbiote and turns into a sword-slinging, web-swinging master of disaster.
Maybe we're just assuming they should, and they don't. They're not going to.
Yeah.
I think I'm a little more into the Spider-Man 2 than you are.
Okay. Because you were right there, lockstep with Miles.
Yeah. He's my guy.
But the question is this Peter Parker, poor man's Tony Stark Peter Parker, or what?
Yeah. I usually these kind of things he's outside of whatever Slotiverse.
Gotcha.
And he's a little cooler character at that point.
Gotcha.
We got the 4th issue of Secret Warriors, Matthew Rosenberg written book that me and Wolf are enjoying very much.
There you go.
selling okay, not as well as it should be, but it's a great Karnak, and it's a nice use of humor, and pretty good for a Secret Empire tie-in of all things.
Hulk number 8 has a John Tyler Christopher cover A, so that may be a little bit of heat on that because there's a lot of people grabbing his stuff.
Which one's this?
Hulk 8.
Yeah, he's the guy that does the action figure variants normally, right?
I think so.
That's not bad. It's not a bad looking little cover.
Star Wars Darth Vader number 3 by Charles Soule and Giuseppe Camuncoli. Vader sets his sights on a Jedi who avoided Order 66, a Jedi Master who's long lived in seclusion, a Jedi more power than any Vader has faced before.
Oh yeah, that last issue was pretty sweet. So, that's gonna be good.
It's neat. It's still a very Anakin Vader, and it's neat to see that part slowly die.
Well, we know he's got to win this fight.
Yeah, no doubt.
Because he has to get that lightsaber, right?
Mm-hmm.
And but according to issue 2, this is the this guy was born and bred only to fight.
Yeah.
And that's kind of cool.
Yeah, no doubt.
And I hate to admit it because this is Charles Soule, but I kind of like this. It's not bad. 2 issues in, I've enjoyed those first 2 issues, so I may need to write Charles Soule an apology at some point. I still don't like his Daredevil. Don't like any of his Inhumans junk. But I'm starting to come around on this.
You're working behind the. Did you watch the Inhumans trailer?
No.
With the kid from Game of Thrones.
Which kid?
The evil guy who tortured his brother-in-law.
Oh, the king that got poisoned, Joffrey?
No. The one with the dogs.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's cool. He was great.
He's a key character in Inhumans. It's a very, very weird trailer, and I like him in it, but that seems to be it.
Okay. Now it's the first 2 issues or first 2 episodes are gonna be in the theaters. Is that true? For
Of what? No, it's a Fox series or whatever.
Oh, for some reason I thought they were gonna do the pilot or the first 2 episodes in the theater, and then show them on TV again, or
they
simultaneously.
Might. I may have tuned out at the actual logistics of it.
Yeah, neat. But yeah, I'm not gonna probably watch it because I hated S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah. S.H.I.E.L.D. got good. S.H.I.E.L.D. got good after.
Yeah, people have been telling me that I've kind of slept on it, but it was so bad for so long. I mean, I don't know what they expect.
S.H.I.E.L.D. got good when it did its Cap crossover midway through season 2 or whatever.
Yeah.
X-Men Blue 7, Weapon X5, Weapons of Mutant Destruction Part 3.
Don't care about any of that.
Weapon X is good.
Weapon
X is worth a read, yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I just like seeing things, I guess. Zombies Assemble 0 issue. Anything that from Yokasho Kamiyama?
What was that?
Yusaku Komiyama.
He pronounced it completely differently both times.
Yeah, Yusaki Yojimbo.
That's great. I'm done with Marvel, so whatever.
All right. Moving on to the back half, to our smaller publishers, to
Red 5.
Yeah.
Who is doing After Eden #1, written by Scott Chitwood with art by Rod Thornton. They are alone on an uninhabited planet with no survival skills. Supernatural forces torment their every move. Their relationship has been destroyed. They are Adam and Eve, and the fate of the human race not only depends on them surviving, but falling in love again. Love it. Love the concept. Can't wait. Looks really good.
That's friggin' cool. Yeah. Yep. I did not order this. There's no way in hell I'm going to find it.
I think I have one coming. You can read mine.
Sweet.
I also have a Cal Exit #1 from Black Mass. I have multiple copies because, resist, #resist. Written by Matt Pizzoli with art by Amanke Nahulipan. Sorry about that, Amanke. What if a fascist autocratic president took over the United States? You kind of get it. Black Mask, I love it. Getting political.
Which means we're only going to get this one, and then 9 months later, we'll get the other one.
Yeah. Well, it can't be as bad as that Trump dumpster fire that you made me order for you.
Cover A and C.
Come on. Yeah. My blood boiled as I hit click.
Made you type it in and search it. Gotta love it.
Yep.
Animosity 8 and Animosity The Rise #2, both coming out on the same day. I think that's a good call on them. Marguerite Bennett, of course.
Mm-hmm. We got Centipede #1. I just read this one already. Got an advanced copy. And it's written by my boy, Max Bemis, with a cover by Francesco Francavilla. It is based on the classic Atari game. And if you remember the classic Atari game, you basically just slide back and forth and shoot at a centipede coming down between various mushrooms. And there are, I believe, some spiders that bounce around occasionally in the game. And that's it. So how do you make a comic series, not just a one-shot, a comic series, 6 issues, I believe, or maybe it's an ongoing. I can't be an ongoing. It's got to be a 6-issue miniseries. Out of this, well, you tell a lot of backstory, and it's actually pretty interesting. Worth a read. I don't know if it's
Get that classic art cover.
Definitely get the classic art cover. That's the one I have coming in print, and it looks like the cover of the Atari box. It's for us. It's for us Gen Xers, not the Xenials, but it's more for us Gen Xers because we appreciate that Atari age a little.
Oh, you appreciate the Atari? What happened to your 2600, Mister? Appreciate the Atari.
I think you have it now, maybe?
No, what happened to your 2600? Appreciate the Atari guy.
Well, I left the window open, and it rained, and my Atari got destroyed, and it was a sad day.
I've never let you forget it.
I never got to replace it either, because, all the money had to go to Kyle.
So compare Centipede to Worst X-Man Ever, which you enjoyed surprisingly more than you thought you would from Max Bemis.
Yep, and I enjoyed that cross run that he wrote.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yep.
But is it like Worst X-Men Ever was a very fun and kind of funny and campy thing.
A little more serious.
Cool.
Serious. But there's some fun flashbacks. Fleshing out our hero. I'm not sure how you can make 6 issues out of this, but the first issue was surprisingly good.
But we know you can make 1 issue out of it.
We know you can make 1. Yeah, so I did not get the Francisco Francavilla cover. I went with the classic art cover. Or maybe I did both. I might have double dipped.
There you go. God Shaper #4, Grass Kings #5. Really nice Smallwood variant on #5 for Grass Kings. It's pretty rad looking.
Yeah, I am 5 issues behind on a 5-issue series. Grass Kings.
AKA I've not started.
And I've heard great things about God Shaper. Our boy Derek likes it very much.
Yep.
And said it was really good. I have I'm 4 issues behind on this one. It's in my pile to be read, and I just haven't got around to it. But oh man, there's a Grass Kings Greg Smallwood variant.
It just said that, yeah.
Did you say that?
Yes.
Oh, look at that.
It's really cool looking, isn't it?
Yeah, I need to make a list of my boys and girls that I like. I like their art, and I need
just
to
when we order, just type their name in.
Just type their name in. And it's like, are they doing anything anywhere ever? Let me have it.
Do we care about a publisher called Keen Spot Entertainment?
Sometimes they did something I liked. I can't remember what it was, but they did something.
Is it Immortals #1? From Rat Queen's artist Owen Gianni and Immortals creator Rob Podchak. Can you reference the book that you're trying to sell as his creative license?
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah,
that's weird. You don't really get credit for something that you're just doing unless it's a new volume.
Yeah, it's odd that he says, "Hey, here comes Immortal from the creator of Immortal." What?
Yeah, you remember Immortal. It's just coming out right now.
That's right. Okay.
But art by Owen Gianni, and how does he have time for this?
No doubt. He must be flying through this.
What's up with Rat Queens?
It's meh.
Is he doing it still?
Yeah, still on it. Still
good.
Because
if he and Weeby have a falling out, I'm pretty sure it's Weeby. Because it'll be his third.
At this point, it's Weeby.
His artist at this point. So I think he's the problem.
Yeah.
We got Last Song #1 from Black Mask. This is written by Holly Interlandi with art by Sally Catrino. Nikki Marshall was saved by rock and roll, or so she likes to think. An awkward upbringing and turmoil following his father's suicide led Nicky to form a band called Ecstasy with his childhood friend Dre. Music takes them to Los Angeles, raw and gritty and teeming with personalities. I was going to get this, but it was a $5 book. So I might have passed on it. Price tag. Price sticker shock.
There you go. From Dynamite, we have Skin and Earth #1. Written by Lights. With art and cover by Lights.
Lights?
You got it there.
Huh.
Skin and Earth is a story of a girl looking for hope in a hopeless world, caught between romance and cults, gods and immortals, and just trying to find a good borscht. And Nai Jin is led down a dark path by new lovers that reveal a twisted fantasy world and her own true nature. Set in a post-apocalyptic future where corporations rule, this adventurous tale of loneliness, deceit, and self-discovery begins here. Written and drawn by alt-pop phenomenon Lights. Skin and Earth ties directly into her next full-length album released in fall 2017 on Warner Brothers Records.
Interesting.
Oh, okay. Lights. I know Lights, the artist. Okay. It's very techno-ish. Techno not the word anymore, but whatever. Dubstep-ish. It pops on one of my Pandora channels all the time.
Okay. I'm down with that. I'm hip.
There you go. So it should be artsy. So drop acid and read this comic and listen to that album.
Jeez. The creators of Comics for Fun and
Comics
Profit
for Fun
do
and
not...
Profit does in no way endorse acid of any type.
Those thoughts of Kyle's are his and his alone.
Oh, did I say that out loud? Crap.
Yes. War for Planet of the Apes, #1 from Boom Studios. Written by David Walker. Art by Jonas Scharf. And a cover by Mikhail Baruchko. San Francisco lies in ruins as the war for survival between man and ape rests on the shoulders of one solitary soul. Prequel to the upcoming Fox film. Also read this advanced copy, preview copy, not bad. Got me excited for the movie. So, yeah, kind of interesting. It's not a bad read if you're like the Planet of the Apes.
I didn't realize how well all three of the newer incantations of Planet of the Apes have done Rotten Tomatoes wise. They're a bona fide, really good saga.
Yeah, they're really good. That remake, that was that Mark Wahlberg remake.
Yeah,
that wasn't great, but for James Franco on
mm-hmm.
Good stuff.
From Scout Comics, we have Tinkers of the Wasteland #1 by Raul Trevino, and art by Raul Trevino. Meteorites fell, razing entire cities, reducing civilization to rubble, and leaving behind little more than a desolate wasteland. In these badlands, danger is everywhere, and survival is always uncertain. But somewhat less uncertain if you can get your hands on some chickens. Chickens, though, are scarce. They have been voraciously snapped up by a gang led by a fierce drag queen, who has the impossible task of hoarding all chickens. Also struggling to survive in this post-apocalyptic world is a group of mildly deranged orphans, the Tinkers, who happen upon a mysterious and seemingly indecipherable map. The map gives the locations of a secret bunker, one of almost mythical status among the tribes of the wasteland. So, a super crazy version of Mad Max.
Do you think these creators, their editor and publisher, are unaware of the 60 issues of Chew that came before them, that where chicken was a main plot point and was outlawed and super rare and was a mainstay in that book? Or do you think they knew it and just don't care?
I think they knew it and just don't care.
Or do you think they're just oblivious to it? I mean, it's such a weird plot point. It's such a weird thing, and it could have been anything. And chicken was already used by John Layman for 10 years.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you pick another thing?
Agent Pollo.
And it could have been any. Doesn't have to be chicken. I don't think. I mean, I haven't read this one. Maybe it's so ingrained and it just only works with chicken. It just seems like that's just dumb.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to pass on that, obviously.
Just out of spite.
Out of spite, yeah. I'm angered for John Layman.
I'm sure he appreciates that.
I'm sure he does.
Anything else in the back half for you, sir?
Nope, that'll do it.
All right, Drew, this is the point where I ask you what your book of the week is. What's the one to go out, snag up, throw in that short box, and hope to pay off college debt with?
Well, it's the Staples variant of Briggs Land, first and foremost. And that's a no-brainer, I think. And then, if I'm going to take a flyer, it's going to be that After Eden book on the back half. Small publisher.
I like Edge of Spider-Verse 2.
Good call.
As well as let's put a flyer on Spider-Man 2 #1 and see what's happening between our boy Miles Morales and our boy Peter Parker.
I don't think there was any value to that whole series when it was finished, though.
Yeah, maybe somebody will come from this that we're not expecting. So,
maybe. Are there any new printings that kind of jump out at you on the new print list? We haven't taken a glance at this for a while.
Quick before we move on, Dark Days, the casting #1. Anything going on there?
No, I don't think so. Forge didn't do anything, did it?
Not really. No. Sold through.
Yeah, good on them, but I don't think it's going to be hot.
All right, let's look at some second printings.
You know what I hate? When they put the Chase variants first. And it's like impossible to find where is the dang new printings at? Lord.
All right, 451 Media. Let's see.
How far down is it? Is it all the way to the bottom?
Those are Chase as well. Jeez.
It might. Is there? Hold on, folks. We're getting there. I'm gonna go all the way to the bottom. See if. There we go. Okay, so Batman 24 third printings. We know that's the exciting sketch variant. Can't wait to get my grubby paws on that one. That'll be fun. Hope other people are excited about it too, enough to pay me for it. That'd be nice.
There you
go. We've got a second printing of Divided States of Hysteria from Image. The first issue, we've got Kill the Minotaur #1.
You'll remember that from Kyle's solo cast.
There we go. We've got Redneck 3 going to a second printing. So Donnie Cates cooling off is maybe a little premature.
Perhaps
maybe he's still doing okay.
Still got a little heat on him, maybe.
Yeah. We've got the Red Hot Shirtless Bear Fighter #1 going to a second printing.
If there's anything naked on a cover, buy it up.
Yeah, those are usually the Chase variants, and they're probably worth the $8 to $10 it takes to get them. I don't tend to do those very often. Got to be something super special.
Yeah, no doubt.
Third printing of Regression #1. What is Regression about? Do you remember?
Not off the top of my head.
Adrian is plagued by ghastly waking nightmares. To understand and possibly treat these off vision, he agrees to past life regression hypnotherapy. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't read this.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, but I remember reading that solicit. The first issue of Winnebago Graveyard gets a second print with a wraparound cover by Katie Skelly, who I don't know.
Did that say 4-issue series?
Which one? Winnebago?
Winnebago?
Yeah, was it always?
Nope.
Was Shirtless Bear Fighter always a 5-issue?
Nope.
I love it when they do that. The old bait and switch. Renew Your Vows 8 goes to a second printing. Why is that, Kyle?
That was the one where Mary Jane and the symbiote.
Ah. Oh, okay. Was it? Okay.
Yep.
We got Captain America Steve Rogers 17. Defenders #1 goes to a second printing. And are these are different covers, aren't they?
On what?
Defenders Marquez cover, or is that just
Venom's
a different
the same.
Old Man Logan 25 goes to a second printing.
Yeah, Defenders is the same. These are all the same cover.
Okay. So yeah, we'll just kind of blow through all the Marvel then, because we're not really generally not doing much. So we got Darth Maul 3.
Nam Wolf going to a second print.
You're down in the next round.
Yeah, you said let's move on from Marvel.
Well, I hadn't finished running through it, but that's okay. Whatever.
Yeah.
Nam Wolf went to the second printing. Do you have that second printing? Is that the one Michael sent you?
I believe I have the first print.
That's the first print. Nice.
Yeah.
American Mythology Productions, Herbland, That Time Forgot #1. I don't remember that. And that says new printing, Kyle. What does that mean?
That I don't know.
Instead of second printing. I don't understand that. So I steer clear of stuff I don't understand usually. There's Nothing There, #1, second printing. That was a pretty good issue. I liked it. Can't see a cover, so don't know whether I should chase that or not. Gonna skip the Jim Henson Power of Dark Crystals second printings. What about you?
Yeah, I moved on.
What about the Scout Mindbender, though?
Interesting.
Same cover? I
familiar.
think they are. I think they are. The Zombin #1 looks different. Heathen 3, I think, is the same.
Yep.
And that Zombin was one that we were on the fence about, Kyle, because it looked a little all-age cartoony style on the cover. But it got kind of hot. I think we might have made a mistake on that one. What do you think?
It's possible.
Yeah. Wouldn't be the first time.
No. Won't be the last.
I think that's it for me, and some new printings to watch out for if you can still make the final order cutoffs on some of those.
There you go. All right, I want to thank you for listening to Comics for Fun and Profit. Thank you for tagging along for Drew and myself. through comics originally releasing July 12th, 2017. Episode number 386. Of course, you can always find us at Comics Fun Profit on Twitter, Comics for Fun and Profit on your Facebooks, or drop us a Gmail. Everything can be found at comicsfunprofit.com. If you're listening to us on iTunes, feel free to toss us a 5-star review. Got 3 of them last week, none of them this week. Ever closer on the road to getting 50 of those and feeling legitimate and whole as a person, hopefully at that point. So I want to thank you once again for Drew and for myself. See ya.